Here's another GoodWill find. This one is so cool. Saw it there, couldn't believe nobody would buy it. In 1936, Zenith, which had already been around a long time, since 1918 or so, upped its game by introducing a radio that you didn't have to put against the wall. Here's the dial, the trim, the knobs, the metal surround, all fantastic. Just a great piece of art. Pretty good shape physically, but as far as the finish, it looks like it was in a garage and placed in all sorts of positions. And so there's all sorts of stains and stuff. A lot of work because there's a lot of area with those fins. Really great. And here's the inside, kind of cool, big speaker, and you can see somebody was fooling around with the wires there. And here is the actual serial number of this particular item. Here's the chassis of the radio, and actually really in pretty good shape. I don't know if it works. And now I'm kind of looking at it and thinking, okay, how do I do this? What I'm going to do today is I'm going to take out the radio parts and the speaker and get it ready to strip the cabinet. Here it is on the other side. There's probably a repair manual for this model somewhere. And now I'm trying to figure out how to get out the speaker, because it's got to come out first before the chassis can come out. It's in the way. So taking some more pictures. Take as many as you need. I'll try and find a group that might have the schematics. Like I said, I'm not an electronics specialist, so probably going to leave that to somebody else. So looking it over, trying to figure out how to get the chassis out so I don't hurt anything while I'm doing it. Each of those wires marked so that when I put it back, what I did was, to simplify it, I just snipped it right in half. And so I'm marking each of the half of the wire with the number associated with it, 1 through 4. It'll be real easy to put it back together. It really is pretty straightforward. It's old anyway, probably was replaced once, maybe back in the 50s or something, maybe original to the item. I'll do some research on that later. There's just 4 wires with it. It's pretty simple to do. And we're almost done with that. So while we're waiting for me to finish with the wires, so I saw this item in GoodWill, and it was there for a couple of weeks, and I admit I went up and asked them to mark it down, and I guess it had been there just long enough where the manager wanted to discount it anyway, and I got a reasonable discount on it, enough so that even if I just fix the cabinet, it's a really cool piece of furniture to have in the room. As you see, I just snipped it. Just snipped the wires, boom, all done, and I know exactly how to put them back into order. So no problem with that, easy peasy. And now what I'm going to do is remove the speaker. Once again, no schematics. I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go. But it's pretty simple. There's a board this is mounted on with a speaker cover. that you can't really see through the fins, and I'm removing the nuts that hold the speaker to that board. It's funny, I had to use this tiny, tiny little wrench to do it. Something that you would think was for Builder Bob's toolkit. While we're watching this get removed, I have other videos of other radio work, antique radios. I just stumbled on one a number of years ago and finally decided to clean up the cabinet. It's really kind of satisfying. Plus it looks super, super cool. My intent is actually to turn in the smaller radios into streaming devices so that when people have them on the counter, they can play whatever they want to play. I don't know how many people are actually out there that want to tune into a local radio station on a radio at all anymore. Everybody's streaming, or they've got their favorite podcast. So these radios that I'm doing, you can be able to just Bluetooth it over to your radio. All right. Now, when you're removing speakers, go slow. The cones often are really dried out from being out in people's garages and things like that. And that's the case with this one. And as I said, I probably put a tear in it when I removed it, and we're going to look at that in just a second. Yep, pulled it out. There we go. And it looks like it's the original. You can see the Zenith label on it. They're now famous for developing electronic procedures and things rather than doing radios and stuff. LG bought them out in 1995 and but kept the name Zenith. The quality goes in before the name goes on. That was their slogan. And there's the tear right there. I'm going to point it out to you in just a sec. There it is right there. It's such a shame. But it's in good shape otherwise, so it'll go in for coning. And then that board there, that's where it was hooked up, and I'll remove that. One of the ways they used to repair tears like that was taking a little piece of tissue paper, maybe some sort of simple glue, and then fixing it up that way. We're not going to be doing that, though. It's a cool way to try and fix it, but I think it deserves to be reconed. The Zenith project is a series of 5 short videos. Please check out the links as to when they're showing up. They'll be showing up about a week or so, one after the other. Also check out our links to our other radio projects. Probably going to have a total of like maybe 6 or 8 different radio cabinets that we're going to restore. At the end, you'll see some links to the other videos. Share them with your friends. You got any radio enthusiasts? So give us a like, give us a subscribe, share us with your friends. Thanks a lot. It really helps that you do that. Look for some links at the end of this video. Click on them and see a little bit more of what we're doing. I want to thank you for watching. See you later.